Hey guys, MD Prepper here. This time with a non-knife and gun review. Promised some other stuff on survival type reviews other than knives and firearms. So here's one. This one is on the Butane Camp Stove. Got this from Cheaper Than Dirt for, I believe, $7.50. They tend to run about $10 a piece, which is an absolute steal. Highly recommend them for 10 bucks a piece. But got them on special few months back, maybe 6 months ago, for 2 for $15. Picked up a few and have since picked up quite a few extra. Have given a few to relatives and intend to give quite a few extra this Christmas. This is an absolute must-have for survival prep for the bug-in situation, and great for a bug-out situation as well. When the power's out and you don't have a gas stove, if you do have a gas stove, this is going to be redundant, but hey, what if the gas lines get cut? Again, butane gas stove produces about 7,000 BTUs at the highest setting. Again, about $9.97 on Cheaper Than Dirt. This thing's amazing. It's basically a single-eye burner gas stove that's portable. They are very popular in Asia. Apparently in Asia, if you own a small apartment or rent one, they may have a microwave, but sometimes not a burner stove type thing, so these things are quite popular. Here's the breakdown. You got your rest here for your cook pot, your pan, iron skillet, pot, whatever, possibly a percolator if you're going to do coffee. This thing lifts off. You don't really need that. Doesn't matter a whole lot down here, other than if you get a lot of gristle or overrun down there, you can clean it real easily. You got your primarily function here, lighter, burner, and gas system here on the other side. Again, these things would be absolutely indispensable in a power outage. If you don't have any other options, if you don't have a gas stove, something like that. Very, very cheap and efficient. Already got one for my aunt. Probably going to get some for my family members here for Christmas gifts. Allow me to run down how this thing works. Again, gas stove basically for all intents and purposes, but you need your gas fuel. What do you have? You have these little butane canisters, which are frankly exceptionally hard to find from what I can find out online. You can get them online, have them ordered. Most stores do not carry them. The one place that I have found on the cheap, on the very cheap, that I would highly recommend you check out are the Asian food stores, your Asian markets, those types of places. Apparently these things are incredibly common and used in Asia, in urban environments, that sort of stuff, for an actual cook stove. Asian food stores have these cheap. A lot of times you'll only find canisters, 4 to 5 canisters of these for 20-25 bucks online on Amazon plus shipping, which is going to cost you a fortune. I have found what you will see here. Oh, sorry about that. 4 canisters for about $5. They were either $3.99 or $4.99. So $1 a can or $1.25 a can. If you read the back of this can here, which a lot of it is in Korean, in this case, contents will burn up to 4 hours on simmer and 2 hours on high heat per can. So a 4-pack is a minimum of 8 hours of cooking. That's a lot of cooking time, especially for cheap. Again, I would not recommend you run this thing all the time. You're not going to use this to heat your house or anything like that. But if you're going to cook some beans, some rice, some ramen noodles, heat some water for coffee, that sort of thing, 4 to 8 cans of this is going to last you well beyond a single power outage, unless it's the end of the world, in which case I highly recommend you have lots and lots of these, which of course I do because they don't really go bad. Again, intend to give these to a lot of my family members at Christmas. Here's the way this thing works. Comes with a little plastic cap here and a little safety valve cut here. It's called the safety butane fuel. I don't know if you can see that little cut out there. You're going to need that to attach it to the burner. You got this little lever here, which is going to attach to the notch. Basically, here you go. This may take me a little bit doing it upside down from what I'm used to. You lock it in there with the little latch catching in the cutout, and then you push it forward. Flipping it around, you've got a lever here that's going to lock it and attach it so that it's going to feed and fuel well. You push it in. If it pushes in and locks, you're good to go. Now what you may notice, as I am right now, there's a slight gas fuel smell from the little bit that released when I was trying to attach the thing. Natural gas does not tend to have a natural smell to it, but they add an odor just so you know that this thing's leaking if it is. Again, it's not leaking, it was just from the attachment. You can cover this up here there so you don't disturb the mechanism here to release it. I'm going to flip this around here in a second, but you've got a little dial cylinder here that you activate it with. Now, just for safety, I'm going to flip it around just so I can activate it properly. When you do activate it, once in the locked in position, you've got to turn it all the way to on before you get to the striker that turns this bad boy on. Here we go. Turn it on. Striker. All the way full. There you go. Very hot, blue flame. It is hot as hell right there where my hand is at. You can modulate that down to just about nothing. There it is. I turned it off too low. You can turn it on again. Off again. Again, you can regulate the height of this fuel. Do you want to boil water or do you want to simmer something low heat? There it is. Up and down again. Now this bad boy's turned off. Again, there it is again on. I've never had any problems with turning this on with just a single striker. This thing's great. I've cooked a lot of things on it just in experimentation mode. Just see how it works. Now take it out, get your cover, flip it open, get your little safety clip lever here. You want to flip that up. You want to reach over here in the front and flip up the safety latch there. And then, here I go, takes two hands, sorry there. Come on, there you go. Lifts right out. Once you take it out, got your little valve there, you want to cover it back up again if you haven't used it with your little red cap. Again, $10 on Cheaper Than Dirt. These things will tend to run you $25 to $30 for an exact model at your local Asian food stores that I've found. I found this exact same brand for 25 to 30 bucks. For $7.50 to $10, an absolute must-have in a power outage situation. Again, would I want to run out of the house with this and a bunch of these fuel cylinders and an SHTF bug-out type situation? No. I'd probably take some wood fuel burners, that type of thing, some better options. But inside the house, this thing's going to work great. It's basically a burner for your stove. It's basically a standard eyelet. Now, an additional benefit for this, it comes with a heavy-duty little plastic carry case here. Hopefully you can see that. Comes with instructions, quasi-English with this, with picture illustrations of everything you do. But basically, this thing will pack up real smooth, real tight. You just drop it in there, so you can see it here on the camera. Full thing drops in, instructions on the bottom. Close it up. It's got two closures on it that will snap into place right there, and has a little double carry handle there that folds into place when you need it. Again, just to keep it out of the way, keep this thing from getting dust and grime and crap on it that's going to make the flames less reliable. Good little carry case. You cannot put any of the cylinders in it, but I keep these in my little pantry with a lot of these little canisters for when the fuel gets out, when the power goes out rather. Absolutely a must. Again, I would probably, before I order one of these, look around and make sure that I can find the fuel canisters at my local stores, that sort of thing. Walmart does not tend to stock these from what I've read online, but again, every little Asian food store I've been into here in Greenville, South Carolina, which is not the biggest Asian population, tends to carry these. Again, 4 cylinders, $4 to $5. Each cylinder is going to last you minimum 2 hours to 4 hours max on simmer. That's just amazing. An absolute steal for a little stove cooking kit for a bug-in situation. MD Prepper on the Butane Camp Stove from Cheaper Than Dirt for about $10. Highly recommend you get one. MD Prepper out.